This is the air conditioning filter that has been in the AC for about 3.5 years. I never got offered not one for 3.5 years. This is what they look like. It's been the same since I moved in. I've never got offered a chance to have a new one for 3.5 years. It looks like something from like 1957. And that's something. Pick it up. 3.5 years. See the damage. Look at it on there. 3.5 years, of course. That's what it looks like. 3.5 years. I'm at 3.5 years old. So I've been like wiping it off, pouring water on it in the sink, using a brush to clean it for 3.5 years. I didn't even know that they give them out and stuff that they did. Never got a letter to be even offered one. And what I was doing was simply just scrubbing it off with a scrub brush, air conditioner filter. And this is what they look like to be that old for 3.5 years. And I've been scrubbing mine out with a cleaning brush. 3.5 years, worn, tired. That's what they look like. And so look at there, 3.5 years. So yeah, that's what they look like. So turn this over. 3.5 years. What they look like? Something old, like it's been there for so many years. 3.5 years. Scrub it off. Scrub it with a scrub brush and scrub it down with dishwashing liquid or some kind of like spick and span, and I clean it and go ahead and dry it and stick it back into the AC unit and stuff. I never got ever offered one. So this is what came in today. Look at this. It's a little wet. So I picked this up at our door. This is what came. Attention all residents of Sunrise Towers beginning June 8th, June 12th to 6th. Look at this right here. It says between the hours of 9 and 5, maintenance will be changing stove filters and AC filters. This right here. I'm going to actually get a new one. A new one? That's a new one? I don't even know what a new one looks like. But I'm supposed to actually get a new one. Wow. I'm actually supposed to get a new one. Wow. A new one? Get out of here. So this will be my first time getting a new one. This right here is called a fan stove filter, and I've only got one time since I've been living here. Only one, and my neighbor had to tell me that I was supposed to make sure that they give me one, and I was like, well, that's not my job. I'm just supposed to make sure that like it's thing got changed. But my neighbor Jonathan told me to ask for a new little filter thing right there, and I didn't even know I had the same one for about 2.5 years. This is the first time I've ever gotten a little round circle one, and I got to see what it was. And if it wasn't for my neighbor Jonathan telling me that I'm supposed to get one, I would have never known what the hell was missing. And he said they're supposed to get changed every year, and that supposed to dang on get one. So that's the first time I ever got one of them, and that was for oven safety, but that was my first time ever getting one of them on the wall. behind here. It's a filter. The gray is a filter, and I only got one out of 3.5 years. 3.5 years there. Right here, and that's what it looks like right there. It's really something. Alright, this is the heater right here. And this has been here, like, this is like, this is the same thing that was here when I moved in. This is like a 1957 heater. If you look at it, it's real old and stuff, okay? And this is what's been in here. It's not white, it's brass. And I never got a new one or got it fixed or anything. And actually, it was just like that. If I show you the front part of it, you're gonna freak out. It looks like a 1957 old ass wall heater, like something before my date and time of my time existing, and this stuff looks old as crap. So that's what it looks like, and the front face is the same color as this brass, and it's really old and stuff. Let's see what it says in the front. I can get a little clear shot on what it's saying there. How old does it say? It's so fucking old, right? Maybe it's got a date on it. It's older than crap. And you can read it. I mean, see in the video, that would be good, but it's really old stuff, okay? Something old as shit. Alright. Look at there. Old. Look at the screws. Old. Old stuff. That's probably is dated. Look at that bolt at the top. Right there. Old stuff. Look at the oldness of it. Old as shit. Man, who makes heaters like that? That was back out when oil heat was out. If you remember the oil heaters that used to be out and stuff on the sides of homes. Oil heat. And that's something that goes like this. Brass. Shit. Let's see if we can turn it again. Man, that popped on. Look at that. Old stuff. And this has always been on the wall. And the filter that I got, it's old. It's old too. The AC filter. And it's been there for a long time. I wasn't even born when this was out. Shit. Put on this. Oh shit. Oh stuff. And the filter right here, still the same, that filter. And this right here. Now that's the trick right there. That's some old stuff, no doubt. And like I said, it's never been changed or anything. And it's really, really true. Never been changed. It's old as hell. It's almost like unfair. Like something unfair. Unfair stuff. Something wrong and just not right. That's unfair shit. Okay. And that's basically what. Now, this is the rest of the part to the heater on the wall. Now look at that. And the front face of it is this is how old this stuff is. Right? That's the filter again. That I never got one. And this is the first time. Look at the date on. And I've been staying here since 222 to the towers, and this is the date for a new one. This is the actual AC filter. You know how dangerous it is having a nasty old filter that never gets changed. The air that blows out that can hurt individuals if the filters aren't getting changed regularly, at least once a year to AC. How old that stuff is. So I finally got a letter this year right there, and that is the proof right there. This is the part that goes right here to the rest of the heater on the wall I was showing. And this is old stuff. This is old as crap. And it has a brown face on it. It all broke off and stuff. This stuff looks like, and I'm black African. This stuff right here looks like it's dated every bit like a 1957 heater or something. 56, 55. I mean, who in the hell has heaters like this? I mean, what the hell? What is this? Oh. And see how old it is? It's that old. Goes on the side, it's that old. And this is for heating, for like staying warm in the winter. And that's what you get right there, living in the projects. Stuff like that, living at Housing Authority at West Salem, North Carolina. This is what you get for a heater, a heating thing in the actual winter. This is what you gotta come to turn on the heat on the wall. And it's on the side of the wall by the window, and this is what it looks like. And this is what it came with. Actually, it was been here ever since I got here. It's not no white one. Most of the apartments have a white one, and I don't have a white one. I was never offered a white one. After all the repairs and stuff, I was never offered a AC filter. I was never offered a oven filter. My neighbor next door was the one that explained that I needed to ask for one. He said tenants ain't supposed to ask for them. They're supposed to be passed out and given out and put in. And this is my AC thing, and it's horrible. So this is what it came with right here. I don't know. It's so old. This is ruined. Tell the oldness of the screws. I mean, this stuff probably been here probably ever since 1950 or something. Look at the oldness of the screws right up in here. And this stuff is old as shit. And so this is what tax money pays for in the state of North Carolina. But I have a daughter in the United States military. I have a divorced from a combat war veteran, and me and my daughter, we used to stay in here at first, and this is the heater we were going by right here for the winter, and nothing still has changed about it. It's bullshit. So it's kind of hard to get somebody to come and look at your stuff. Right now I'm dealing with a busted sink pipe. I put in a work order for a busted sink pipe, and it's been about a month, and my sink pipe, the pipe under the bottom of the sink is completely busted. And then if I run the sink, water comes out. I'm gonna let you listen. When I run this water right in here, I've been cleaning my thing using a scrub brush to clean it and to keep it rinsed off so it won't blow out bad air and stuff like that that could cause me trouble with respiratory trouble. So I've been like scrubbing it off with a scrub brush and soap for the past 3 years, and I scrub it and everything and try to keep it like clean and stuff like that for my usage. Um, I put in work order to get my sink fixed. I really get tired of like asking for help with like getting certain things done and stuff like that. Most of the time they would come out and fix things and stuff like that. They actually would. They would come out and fix things, but as far as like repairing like the heat on the wall, they're not going to do that. Um, AC filter. They supposed to pass them out. Then my neighbor told me, said you don't even have to ask for anything like that. They're supposed to give them to the tenants, and make sure that the tenants have them. My sink is busted. The white pipe underneath is basically going to the wood under the bottom, and it comes out all over the floor there. So basically, that's what's going on with it. It comes out all over the floor. It's real, and basically that's what's been going on. So with the sink there, so it's real. And I put right down here, I put a towel there to mop up to keep the water, because it runs everywhere down there, and I have to keep something down there just to keep the water absorbed. So it's very real and stuff like that. So I just had to film this about the filter, the letter, the heater on the wall, and about the other filter, the oven filter. So, and then about my sink, the pipe is busted. I have a video where I filled out a complaint about my sink, and it was never fixed. It's been over a month, and the video is dated for a whole month actually. I haven't got no response back over my sink being fixed. So I just keep the video on it, and I'll be uploading that too. So this is Awesome Jag. This is my video, and well, I regret I ever lived in the projects to ever have rented from the Housing Authority in Winston-Salem. I will say I'm very disappointed. I thought that tax money was like regular apartments and out of town and stuff. Totally, this stuff is totally wrong. But anyway, this is Awesome Jag, and peace out.